Hello students, welcome to the third video on the bipolar junction transistors. So in this module 3, we have seen what is meant by transistors and what is the basic operation of a transistor. So in this video, we will be discussing about the amplifications in BJT. So, to understand the amplification process, we should know what is the current flow in the transistors. So, coming up to the current flow, we have seen that there will be three different current. One is IE, other one is IB, and then IC. So here, when I take a transistor, so this is a PNP transistor. So we know that P plus stands for that emitter is heavily doped, and P indicates that it is moderately doped, and N is the base region. Now, as the starting of this process, we assume that this emitter to base junction is forward biased and collector to base junction is reverse biased. So, due to the diffusion process, the holes which is present here as the majority carrier will move to the end region. So the movement of the holes will constitute a current which is called as the IE, and this is called as IEP. So IEP stands for the emitter current due to the holes. Similarly, the electrons which is present here in the end region will be moving towards, or it will be moving towards the emitter region, and that constitute the current IEN. So IEP plus IEN will give me my emitter current IE. Now what happens to the holes which has come here to the base region? So this junction is reverse biased. So since the collector to base junction is reverse biased, so we know that there will be a drift current, and hence the holes which is coming here will form the minority carrier here. So these minority carriers which is present in the base region will be drifted towards the P region. So all the holes which are present here will be moving towards the P region or the collector region. So that movement will be resulting in the current IC. So here we have seen that the holes which is present in the emitter region, it moves to the base region by the diffusion process, and those holes which are coming here will again move to the collector region due to the drift process. And also we should know that all the holes which is coming here will not enter into the collector region. So there is a possibility of recombination. So some of the holes which is present here will be recombining with the electrons which is present here. So the recombination takes place in the base region, and similarly there will be another current due to the minority carriers which is already present in the collector to base region, this region, collector and base region. So there will be a drift process of the electrons and holes. The minority drift process will be already existing here, and this even add to the current of the it adds to the collector current. So the next one is what happens to the electrons which is moving here. So some of the electrons will be moving here, and some of the electrons will be getting recombined. So to compensate those electrons, this will be supplied by the base terminal. So the electrons will be moving in this direction. That is, it will be coming inside from the contact. It will be coming inside this. It will be resupplied, and these give me the current IB. So IB, since the electron is moving in this direction, downward direction, my IB current will be opposite to this. So these are the various current component which is present here. So the first one is the injected holes which is present here. The injected holes which is coming here will be recombining. So this is loss. This recombination will result in the loss of the holes. And the next component is the holes. The remaining holes will be reaching the reverse biased collector region. And then the third component is nothing but the thermally generated minority carriers which is present here will be resulting in the current in the reverse saturation current here, and the electrons will be supplied here by the base contact which results in the IB current. So finally we can see that this IC current plus IB current is nothing but the total current which is here in this emitter. So IE is equal to IB plus IC. Now coming to the amplification, what is meant by amplification? So here for finding out the amplification process, we will be having the four different parameters. One is called as gamma, another one is B, alpha, and then we will be having beta. So the first one, gamma. So what is meant by gamma? Gamma is nothing but IEP divided by IEN plus IEP. So this is nothing but the emitter efficiency. So IEP is nothing but the total current which is flowing inside this. So how much amount of current? So IE is nothing but these two current, that is IEN plus IEP. So what is emitter injection efficiency? Emitter injection efficiency is nothing but of the total current, how much holes is injected into the base region. That is called as the emitter injection efficiency or emitter efficiency. That is of the total holes, how much is injected. That is called as the gamma value. So the next one is called as the base transport factor. So base transport factor is nothing but I have some current called as IEP. In that, how much current, how much is contributed for my IC. IC is nothing but the output current. So IC by IEP is nothing but my base transport factor. It gives me the proportion of the holes which is transported from the collector, I mean from the base to the collector. So this gives me the base transport factor. And the next one is the current gain. So we have two different current gain. One is in the common emitter current gain, configuration current gain, which is given as beta. So here so the current or otherwise it is called as a current transfer ratio, which is nothing but IC by IE. So as per my diagram, IC is the output current and IE is the input current, which is nothing but we can say that beta into gamma, which is equal to alpha. So alpha will be almost equal to 1, and we can say that alpha, beta and gamma, all these three values will be almost equal to the unity, or it will be slightly less than 1. So current amplification. So if I take a common emitter, that is emitter is common, so in that case my output current is IC and my input current is IB. So the current gain is nothing but output by input current, which is nothing but IC by IB. And we have from the IC by IB, if I want to find out the IC by IB, we will be having it as alpha divided by 1 minus alpha, which is equal to beta. So the beta is nothing but the current gain of the common emitter configuration. And since alpha value is almost equal to 1 or slightly less than 1, the beta value will be normally in terms of hundreds. So this gives me the amplification factors, the various amplifications within the BJTs. The first one is called as the emitter efficiency, the amount of holes which is injected or emitted by the emitter region and how much it is crossing the junction. The next one is base transport vector. Of this injected electrons, I mean holes, how much is used for the final output, IC by IEP. Then the current transfer ratio is nothing but how much input current IC is converted to IE is converted to IC. And the fourth one is IC by IB, which is equal to beta. So here now we can assume that we can assume a small circuit here. So here it is a PNP transistor, and then it is here we can see that this is the input current gain IB given, and this is the output, and the gain is given as IC by IB. So IC by IB is nothing but my beta. To find out this beta, I can use my amplitude value, or I can use the tau p and tau t. So tau p is nothing but it is nothing but the lifetime of the holes, and tau t is nothing but the transition time of the holes. So the gain can also be given in terms of tau p and tau t. So we're using these values, given values, I can find my beta is equal to 100. So obviously if my IC is equal, IB is equal to 0.05, then IC will be equal to beta times 0.05. So the maximum value of IC will be equal to 5 milliamps. So this 0.05 milliamps will be amplified and we will be getting it as 5 milliamps. Similarly, we can use these values VBE and VCE, and we can understand the operation of the transistor in the amplification stage. So here in this video, we have discussed about what is meant by amplification factors and what are the terms used for the amplification in a transistors. So we have seen what is meant by emitter efficiency, and then we have seen what is base transport factor along with the current gains, so alpha and and the beta. Thank you.